In Austin, I'm Adam Bennett. Austin ISD has released its final plan to consolidate and close schools. 10 schools would close next school year. Nearly 4,000 students would be reassigned. Board members will consider the plan during a meeting this week. KVUE's Daniel Perot has more on the updated plan and why AISD says this is only round one.
After 9 months of development and community engagement, Austin ISD is out with its final consolidation plan.
We cannot continue on the amount of strain in the system and the pressure of this work.
The district has said it needs to consolidate campuses to address declining enrollment, help balance its budget, and align feeder patterns. 7 of the 10 schools closing are affected by turnaround plans the district has to submit to the state to address underperforming schools. The Montessori program will be incorporated into Riley Elementary as a strand.
The program as a whole that currently exists is moving to Wooten. So that gave us a unique opportunity to add programming, create an identity for Riley.
Dual language programming at Becker, Ridgetop, Sunset Valley, and Riley Elementaries would move to Pickle, Wooten, Odom, and Sanchez Elementaries. While Odom would become a non-zone school, Pickle, Wooten, and Sanchez will educate students in two-way dual language programming. The district intends for the 3 schools to transition into wall-to-wall programming. Superintendent Matias Segura says the changes were necessary to help all students in the district be academically successful.
We need to do something big to evolve, to ensure that, as a system, we grow and we are in a healthy, vibrant school system for years to come.
The final draft plan does not close Bryker Woods, Maplewood, and Palm Elementaries. Segura postponed his decision on that part of the plan after concerns surfaced about the integrity of how the district analyzed feedback. The district says 2 employees are now on leave as it investigates what happened. On Friday, Segura signaled he still intends to move forward with those closures. He did not provide a timeline, but said it'll be brought forward in an expedited manner.
This is not going to linger. This is too much. It is a strain on the system. It's a strain on our community, and so I'm hopeful to get past this.
Now, Segura says community feedback drove many changes to the plan. AISD's Board of Trustees plans to meet Thursday. They'll consider both this consolidation plan and the turnaround plans. The district must submit those plans to the Texas Education Agency by Friday. This week, Austin City Council could greenlight a new budget just 2 weeks after voters shot down a property tax hike. On Tuesday morning at 9 at City Hall, City Council will discuss the proposed budget for fiscal year 2026. Thursday is the first day they could approve it. This comes after voters rejected Proposition Q. That would have generated $110 million more than the last fiscal year, but cost the median homeowner an extra $300. Now, some proposed cuts include $38 million to social services contracts, $5 million to the Austin Parks Department, and $1 million to Austin Fire. We're seeing 2 proposed amendments from council members as well. The first would give back more than $4 million to EMS, so that would lower the total cut to just under $2 million. And the other would send $500,000 to set up food pantries and for home-delivered meals for older adults. Well, in a little more than 3 months, the primary election will be here. Republicans and Democrats will decide which candidates they want to see on the ballot in the November election. We sat down with 2 candidates for Texas governor who are running in the Democratic primary. Chris Bell is a former congressman and Houston City Council member. Andrew White is a businessman and the son of former Texas Governor Mark White. White is calling himself an independent Democrat. We asked him what that means.
So an independent Democrat is someone who will unite the progressives and the moderates of our party together and then invite independents into our party. Because we've got to make the big tent a little bigger if we're going to win in November. Here are the numbers. There's only 1 million Democratic voters who vote in the primary in March, 1 million. There's 11 million voters who vote in November. I'm running in a state that's been red for 30 years. We need a strategy that works statewide. I'm not running in Lloyd Doggett's congressional district. That's a different Democrat who can win that district. We need a Democrat who can win statewide, and that's why I'm running.
We also sat down with former Congressman Chris Bell, the newest face in the Democratic primary for governor. He explained where he falls on the political spectrum.
I think people would say I am a moderate. I'm progressive on social issues. I can be quite conservative on a lot of fiscal issues. I don't think we should be spending money that we don't have. And I think when folks really key in on the experience, they'll see that I'm the type of candidate who can beat Greg Abbott. And I think that is what really is going to make the difference in this election.
Now, so far, 4 Democrats have announced they're running for Texas governor. Besides Chris Bell and Andrew White, State Representative Gina Hinojosa, who represents part of Austin, has launched her campaign. So is Bobby Cole. He's a retired firefighter and a farmer from East Texas. A downtown Austin grocery store is dealing with another crime at one of their locations. This time, the Royal Blue Grocery on 4th and Nueces was robbed at gunpoint. The store's co-owner tells KVUE's Jessica Cha it's reigniting his concerns about safety in the area.
If you're shopping at the Royal Blue Grocery on 4th and Nueces in downtown Austin, you'll see folks from here.
We've got a condo building above us. Those guys are bread and butter in here all the time.
And from around the corner.
Everything that's going on in the 2nd Street district also kind of gravitates this way.
And also people like this, according to co-owner George Scariano.
A fella came in very briskly through our front door with a gun waving.
Surveillance video shows that on Tuesday at 11:50 p.m., a man dressed in all black and face covered pointed a gun at 2 employees.
He said, "Give me all your money." And luckily, our employees did.
Scariano says they lost $2,000 that night, and everyone is safe, but their sense of security is gone.
We were going to have available trauma counseling, all these things that an employee at a corner store shouldn't be dealing with.
And has been for a while. Back in September, the store on 3rd Street was robbed 3 nights in a row, prompting employees to bar the doors at night. And both Scariano and his employees have been assaulted in the past.
Scariano says that they've seen a lot of shoplifting all across their stores, and now staff are having to lock up certain products like cigarettes to avoid losing expensive product and also deter theft. And with Tuesday's robbery on top of all of this, he says they are at their wits' end.
We love what we do. But where do we turn? Where do we turn when we are sitting ducks?
Scariano says he can't afford to hire security for all 6 of their locations and urges city leaders to take a closer look at what downtown business owners are experiencing.
We need more help because any longer-term strategies don't address the fact that we have a crisis right here, right now, and it has been at this level for quite some time.
We reached out to City Council member Zoe Kadri, who represents downtown. And in a statement, he says he expresses his sincere concern for what happened. He says his office has met with Scariano multiple times over the years, including a meeting with APD. And they will continue to listen and respond to business owners. Something Scariano says could lead to real solutions. In downtown Austin, Jessica Cha, KVUE News.
Those are the headlines in Austin. I'm Adam Bennett.